Hello, Do Business Like a Woman group. How are you? Really excited to be live with you today to share something that is on my soul, which is 5 days of inspiration, how you can get more clients with more ease and more enjoyment. So that's what we're talking about. And this was a bit of a divine download that came in. I wanted to know what to create and what to do next. And I just heard inspiration, I heard ease, I heard enjoyment. And I thought, hey, who doesn't want more of that? So let's do this. So we are on day 1, and today I want to talk to you about if you want more clients, here's what you're missing. And it's probably not what you think, because it isn't what you will hear commonly out there, and it's not what most coaches are telling you. So we're going to open up that conversation, and I'm going to share that with you. Plus, I'm going to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions and a different way to do that. Hi Tracy, good to see you. A different way to do that doesn't suck. So we're going to have some fun with that. And then if I get time, I'm going to answer a question that someone sent in to do with AI and algorithms and connecting. So we'll see what we have time for. And remember, I'm going to be in the group every day this week, sharing inspiration with you. I'll be live each day around 11 a.m. UK time. If you want to come and join me live, I'd love that. If you want to catch the replay, that's okay too. This is a very relaxed, enjoyable experience. Hi Heather, good to see you. Happy New Year. So that's what we're doing today and every day this week. And then on Friday, remember, there is a workshop on Zoom, and it is on the topic of how to get more clients with more ease and enjoyment. And we're going to go more into some of the nuts and bolts of creating clients and what you actually need to do. So that's coming on Friday at 3 p.m. UK time. Super excited for that too. Okay, let's dive into day 1, and please give the video a heart or a like to help more people see it. If you are watching on replay, drop me a hashtag replay in the comments so I can see you, say hi to you. And as we go through and I'm sharing this content, feel free to comment. Let me know what questions you have, what inspires you, and what your experiences are. So I definitely want you engaged, because when we engage, we get so much more out of it. So say hello in the comments, whether you are live or on replay. Okay, so do you want more clients? Here is what you're missing. So I'm going to start with a little story of something that I've been noticing and experiencing, that over the last several months in my business, I was noticing that my tolerance for hustling was going down and down and down. And I noticed that I was quite resistant to doing a lot of the things that we hear from conventional wisdom that we should be doing to market our business. And in particular, I was noticing a resistance in me to that kind of hustle model of like, oh, you know, you have to go and post in 10 groups every day and you know, drop your link in 10 different groups, or, you know, you have to kind of reach out to this many people per day. And I was just like, I don't like it. It's not what I want to do. It doesn't feel enjoyable anymore, right? And so this was an interesting thing for me to experience, because I know in my teachings and in my business and with my clients that I do need to get them doing the client creation activities in order for them to get clients. And if you don't know what they are, stick with me this week. I will cover them. But I noticed that it was that sort of like whole hustle you have to be in all this activity, frenetic activity. And what I've seen as well is that when people do that and they just are in massive action without what I'm going to share today, the results are mixed. Some people struggle a lot. There's a whole lot of efforting that goes on, and it just has a real feel of struggle to it. And I realized for me at this point, I was just not interested in that. I'm like, hell no, struggle bus, I'm hopping off. I'm not interested. And so the question arose, well, okay, we still need to take activity in our business. What is the balance here? And so that has brought me to what I'm sharing with you today. And I was lucky enough that at my stage of business, so I've been doing this a number of years, I had enough momentum to kind of carry me through this period of transition, which I'm very much still in, by the way. There is a lot of restructuring, waiting for the divine downloads, seeing how things unfold that is happening behind the scenes in my business right now. And I'm okay with that. Sometimes it can feel a little bit like being at sea, right? Creaky chair, being at sea. But I'm at a stage in my business where that could carry me through. And what beautifully happened is that as some things were kind of coming to an end and wrapping up, some other doors were opening, and several really beautiful high-level VIP clients, beautiful souls dropped in and wanted to work with me in that way. So change was happening. Now, all this to share, you will go through seasons in your business, and you may be experiencing, if you're nearer the beginning, oh, where are the clients going to come from? Oh, I haven't got enough clients. And it's easy to get wrapped up in our thinking and busy mind and start efforting and struggling. That's optional. You don't need to do that. Now, am I saying don't do any activity? No. We do need action. At the same time, the efforting, the struggle, the busy mind, those are optional. And I go so far as to say that it works a lot better without them, because that creates quite a pushing energy, a sort of push-pull energy in your business. And that's when you will say things like, I've not got enough clients, I'm not booking enough sales calls. It's all very much in the energy of lack, which is a way of being, a pattern of thinking. And I know, like, when we're in it, it feels so real, and we cannot always see that it's a pattern, it's a way of thinking and being. And what I have seen, here's the insight, what I have seen is that when you can drop that, you can create much better results, but you will enjoy it more as well. And I have seen that when people are on the struggle bus, and I can be there sometimes too, but when people are on the struggle bus, when we're caught in our thinking, when we've got Bob the drunk guy, as one of my coaches likes to say, really loud in our head, our monkey mind, our thinking, we are not effective. And it's not enjoyable. And it's client repelling. So I remember back in the day, at the beginning of my business, I was so very much in this energy, and it's very masculine energy, and you can create some results in that energy, but it will burn you out. It will feel hard. It will feel like pushing a boulder up a hill. And it's so hard to see. Something I'm trying to really, something I've seen, and I hope that this is helpful for you guys, is we have to be it first. We get to be it first. Now, what the hell does that mean? Well, it's like if someone says to me, I want more clients, where are the clients? We have to be that energy of clients, having lots of clients first. It sounds so weird, but it's like inside out, not outside in. So often when we're on the struggle bus and we're efforting, we're looking out here and the circumstances are dictating how we're feeling and our thinking, right? Because we feel our thinking. And so we're like, well, when I see it, I'll believe it. No. No. You have to be it first. We have to be it first. So how do you be more clients? How do you be wealth? How do you be abundance? It's a state of feeling, it's an experience, and it's quantum laws, so within, so without. It's here first. And you can do this, you can shift yourself, but we have to see it first. If we don't believe that, I didn't used to know this, I didn't used to see this so clearly. I kind of knew, but it wasn't embodied, right? But until we see this for ourselves, we will continue to effort and struggle and take more action and take more action. And you will get some results like that. I'm not saying you won't. Whether you'll enjoy it is a different thing. My invitation to you is to understand that and see that we live in the feeling of our thinking. And so that whole struggle efforting piece is a pattern of thought that you have, that I had, still do sometimes, but I see it quicker these days. And what I've noticed for myself is I'm living more often in a space of enjoyment and well-being. And so I notice when I'm not, like when Bob the drunk guy's flared up again, I really feel it because I'm used to feeling good these days, right? More of the time. But even just noticing, oh, I'm on the struggle bus again. And look, this is, as I've seen, the piece that will help you attract more clients, but more of the clients you want as well. Now, the other side of this, for those of you who are, you get this, you're very spiritual, maybe you know the 3 principles, maybe you have other spiritual practices, and you're very good at like being in a good feeling, but maybe you're not so good at taking action. For you, we might need to get you in a little bit of action, right? We might need to get you working some of those client creation activities, which I'll share with you as the week goes on. But you get to do it from a place of pleasure. Get to do it from a place of curiosity. But for you, because I know there are those of you that are like this, right? And drop in the comments if this is you. But we need to get you a little bit more in the action camp, right? And we need to get those habits in place so that you're doing those things, those activities. Now, within those activities, what I want to empower you to do is find the ways that suit you, that feel enjoyable for you. Like, you know, if you're doing lead generation, okay, what kind of lead generation is your vibe? So I'm not saying don't take action. Please hear me on that. I believe in taking action, but I believe in taking aligned action. It's different. So often, like, we just want to be told what to do, and I get that. And there is a step-by-step that I offer in my client creation programs. At the same time, you get to do this with more ease and enjoyment. So let me know like what's coming up for you as I share this with you. What I am playing with and starting to experience, and have definitely experienced this year, is this energy, when you get into it, is very, very attractive, especially to high-level clients. Okay? And the other thing is we get to trust in God, the divine, the universe, even when, and especially when it doesn't look like it. I'm talking to myself too, because when we stretch, sometimes things can look interesting, right? But that's when we get to lean in even further. That's why we have coaches too. Like, I'll be honest with you, I can have a wobble as much as the next person. That's why I have coaches that support me and that I work with, and I make sure I'm well supported. Could not do this on my own, wouldn't want to. Right? So let me know what you're getting from this. Now, in the same vein, I talked a bit about in the text for this session about New Year's resolutions and why they suck, right? And they suck because they are very much in the energy of shoulding all over ourselves. I should do this. And there's an element of struggle and tension. Have you noticed that come along? Like, and I know it can feel good. It's very masculine energy. It can feel good. There's nothing wrong with masculine energy. But there's a certain level of like tension that comes with setting your New Year's resolution and they fail, don't they? I can't remember the statistic, but most people will abandon their New Year's resolutions by February. The statistic is astoundingly high. So they're not effective. That way of holding a gun to your head to try and make yourself do something, I call it white knuckling our goals, is not only stressful for your body, but also ineffective. So why would we do it? There is a better way, and I'm going to point you back to what I've been talking about all of this so far, which is that it starts with a feeling. Because why do we do any resolutions? Why do we even make goals? Like, really think about it. Why? It's because we want to feel a certain way. Well, how about we shortcut that and go to the feeling now? The interesting thing is that then the goals happen easily anyway. They unfold. So this is where it's at for me. This is what I have seen. And yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts and your insights. I'm also going to just move to, and your questions too on this. I'm going to move to a question that Simone asked in the one of the posts. She was talking about AI and how do I like connect with people, I think she said on Facebook, without sending a bunch of generic messages that nobody likes. And then also, how do I still get seen in the algorithm when I'm not using AI? This is really, really dear to my heart because I'm someone who is not interested in using AI to market my business. I love real connection, and I think I'm always going to feel this way. Now, if you love the whole AI thing, that's up to you. That's completely fine. For me, I see that there is definitely still a place for real connection. And again, if you want higher ticket clients, they love that real connection. They love that attention, that space. You know, we can't be super, super busy and we can't be lacking in time if we are wanting to work with high ticket clients, because it's not the vibe. It just isn't, right? So all this to say, there is definitely a place for connecting on Facebook. Now, it may look a little bit different, right? You may not get like all the vanity likes. You may not get like as popular as someone who's like churning out content using AI and chatbot GPT and whatever it's called. I don't know. You know, all of that. You may not get the kind of likes and attention and algorithm boosts that person gets. But you don't need it. And here's why. You only need a handful of coaching clients, right? Especially if you work high ticket, you don't need many. And I know of a coach who, she's a 3 principles coach. She doesn't do any marketing online at all. She is older, much older, but she just didn't occur to her. And she has a full schedule of clients. So there are many, many, many ways up the mountain. But just, this is having some faith And it's checking, you know, anytime we're like asking a question like, oh my God, how do I do this? And how do I do that? And I'm not picking on Simone here. I can do this. I've got a lot of clients who do this, but I encourage you to feel into the energy of where that question is coming from. If it's coming from a place of lack and struggle, okay, but just notice that. Because the truth is, there are plenty of ways to connect using Facebook if we are enjoying it. This is key. This is something I've seen. If we're just doing it for the sake of it, you can make a lot of connections, but sooner or later you're going to burn out, and it's going to be hard work, and it's not going to be sustainable, and it's just not going to really work well. So, but if you're enjoying using Facebook, you can connect with people. And oh, by the way, like, I still send messages to people. Less than I used to, but I still track my leads. I still send messages, and they're not generic though. They're personalized. A lot of times people reach out to me because they see something I've done or they see my marketing, but I do not have the biggest audience. I do not get the most likes. But I have clients and I earn money in my business. So it absolutely can be done. And I think that actually the way is to lean into the connection piece and lean into the high touch. For me, I'm taking a stand that the AI, the churning of content, all of that's not my thing. I am into soul, divine connection. And for me, that is more human. But you absolutely can create a beautiful business doing it this way. Okay. And you can create client magnetic content that does get seen and that does do that as well. The personal profile is a really good place to post and share at the moment. The reach is better than in groups. So Simone, let me know if that answers your question. I think it's such an interesting topic. So ladies, that is what I wanted to cover with you today about what you're missing if you're not creating clients. So let me know what inspiration, what is your aha that you are going to take away. And just know, for the sake of what we're doing this week and moving forward, you can create your business from a place of enjoyment. And anytime that you notice you've fallen out of it, just notice that that is our thinking, that is your thinking. And you will start to move back into alignment more quickly. And then from there, yes, there's some action to take, and that's great. And we can even get really efficient. And I've seen it in myself and clients where we can take a lot of action as well. But it's from a very, very different place energetically. Okay, tomorrow I'm actually doing, do you need more conviction in your marketing? And I'm gonna share with you something that will help you to never doubt your abilities again. So this is really for you if you say, I'm not sure about the value of my offer, or you struggle to feel certain when you're making your pitch, or know that your program has value. You know, maybe you don't feel confident. Maybe you think, I can't do this. So we're going to talk about where conviction comes from, and how I'm going to share something with you that even if you don't feel like you have conviction or confidence, when you understand this, it doesn't matter. And it will never hold you back, and it doesn't have to hold you from getting clients. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Lots of love. Leave me a comment, leave me an emoji, and I will see you in the group at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Bye for now.